A significant amount of time and money is invested in obtaining and processing analytical data for product characterization. Unfortunately, the sole physical record of this investment is often an automatically generated report that would require the user to locate and reprocess the original analytical data to get any meaningful data from it. A report such as the one on the screen, where everything is properly laid out, would eliminate this need. As you can see, the peaks have been properly integrated, a chemical structure with corresponding chemical shifts is attached, and even the multiplet report is complete, ready at a moment's notice to copy and paste into a patent application or publication. I would like to show you how easy it can be to prepare standardized reports like this one at the time of processing, without any extra effort on the user's part. Spectrus Processor is ACD Labs' gateway program that allows processing of all analytical tools commonly used in organic chemistry, including NMR, MS, DSC, TSG, UVIR, HPLC, and XRD. We are vendor neutral and support file formats from Agilent, Bruker, JO, PerkinElmer, Shimadzu, Varian, Waters, and Excalibur, just to name a few. But any software capable of processing such a variety of techniques must be complicated to use, right? Well, this is not the case with Spectrus Processor. Simply drag and drop a directory containing the data to be processed into the processing window. The software automatically detects the file type and opens and pre-processes the data. As you can see in this example, this NMR spectrum has automatically been Fourier transformed and phase corrected. The prominent water peak has also been detected. Also notice that a number of context-specific icons have appeared at the top here. These are laid out in an order to suit the standard workflow. Only icons relevant to the data type will appear. A structure can be associated with the data, allowing us to begin to answer the question, have I made what I think I've made? To process manually, simply click and drag over a peak. The area under the line is automatically integrated, and peaks above the line picked, allowing you to avoid picking impurities. Also important is that the multiplicity is being determined. This allows for the generation of the multiplet report I showed you earlier as you process. Watch as I continue processing. All this information, in addition to calculated shifts based on the chemical structure associated, is used to assist the user in assigning peaks. The best calculated matches are shown here in green on the molecule, and an association can be made by dragging from the peak to molecule and vice versa. The degree of automation can also be increased to the level of peak picking or even assignments. This feature is particularly useful for providing reassurance if you are analyzing an unusual molecule. With the molecule completely assigned, a report is but one click away. Sections can be copied and pasted into documents or presentations, and the report exported to PDF for adding to an ELN. We can also use the auto-assignment feature in another manner. Here we have two potential structures for the spectrum. We allow the auto-assignment, and in the first case the software highlights a potential missing resonance. In the second case, the software finds the structure fully consistent with the data, providing a quick answer and saving time. At the production stage, the question, have I made what I think I've made, is also valid. Typically, the spectrum of the purified compound will be compared with reference PDF. However, if an expert user has created an NMR spectrum database, or a commercially produced spectrum database is available, such as the one being shown, Spectrus Processor offers a much more efficient alternative. A spectral database search can be performed in moments. The two spectra are stacked for easy comparison, and the top hits can be compared and evaluated if required. If the molecule in the database has been assigned, these assignments can be instantly transferred to the new spectrum and a report generated. But as we mentioned, Spectrus Processor is not just for NMR. An LCMS data file can just as easily be processed. Again, I merely drag over the directory and the software opens the file. Note that the icons have changed in a context-specific manner, but the overall layout remains the same, making the software user-friendly. The LCUV-MS legend on the side allows the user to customize the view. The lag time between detectors can automatically be adjusted for or manually edited here to align the peaks. To find where a compound elutes on the chromatogram, enter the structure using the ChemSketch window. Here I'm using the built-in dictionary to find flubendazole. Immediately upon selecting the compound, the software determines the formula weight and searches for the M+H signal. The software recognizes the data has been captured in positive ion mode. An extracted ion chromatogram is generated and assignments can be made. The quality of the match, based on isotope patterns, is also indicated. Let's repeat this with the second compound of interest. We can now generate a report specifically designed for LC-UV-MS. This is a multi-page report with the chromatograms shown on the first page, followed by the MS and UV spectra for each compound. Reports in ChemSketch can be edited, and minor adjustments can be made before converting to PDF. For instance, I can change the red here to black. I'd like to show you one more technique before we conclude the presentation. IR is a powerful tool that is often underutilized, either because it needs to be done at the instrument, or because users are not comfortable with assignments. Spectrus Processor allows the user to process on their own desktop and also has unique features like being able to select a section of a molecule and have the software indicate the related parts in the spectrum. Or, for quickly determining whether a functionality is present in the molecule, a knowledge base can be consulted. For instance, if we were looking for a cyanide anion in the product from a reaction, we would expect peaks in this region here. So to take us back from where we started, I'd like to ask you, how many clicks does it take to create a fully laid out report from raw data? Well, if you have Spectrus Processor, you can do it in 1, 2, 3 short clicks.